Keep that round of applause going. Let's bring up our executive director, Brother Lal Muhammad. We want all of our staff to come up. Right now, all of the Circle of Brotherhood staff. We got our Sister Desiree, Sister Kimberly, Brother David, Brother Keith, Sister Quell, Sister Empress. Come on up, staff.
My name is Brandon Jones, and I am with the Youth Success Coach Department, Youth Success Team. We have a host of staff that's with us this morning. We have Brother Lamont Nanton, who is our logistics coordinator and lead organizer for the Peacemakers. We have Brother Coach D, who's over our with our health and wellness team. We have Brother Albert, who's also a part of our reentry team. We have Brother Phil, who's a part of our health and wellness team. We have Sister Desiree, who's a part of our youth success coach team. We have Sister Janet, who's a part of our housing advocacy team. We have Sister Kimberly, who's a part of our youth success team. We have Sister Shamika, who is a peacemaker. We have Sister Olivia, who is a peacemaker. We have Sister Samantha, who is a youth success coach team member. We have Sister Sabrina Fulton, who's with the Health and Wellness Department. We have Sister Empress, who's with the Health and Wellness Department. We have Brother Mark, who's also a peacemaker. We have Brother Sinclair, who's also a youth success coach / reentry. We have Brother Enrique, who's with the reentry team. We have Brother Jay, who's a part of the justice advocacy team. We have Brother Lauren, who's also a part of our reentry team. We have Brother Keith Biggins, who's also a part of our reentry team. We have Brother David, who's also a peacemaker. We have Sister Quell, who's also with our reentry team. We have Brother Loren, who's with our reentry team. We have T-Man, who's a peacemaker. Sister Drika, y'all clapping up our office assistant, Sister Drika. Our office manager. Thank you. Brother Twin and Brother Ernest, who's also peacemakers.
Peace and blessings, family. I wanted you to hear each and every name of every staff member in their work, in their position. Because as of this moment, in this second right now, after this week's payroll, we got work to do. And hopefully it's the right kind of work. Before I say anything, it would be robbery not to let one of the mothers of our movement nationally concerning the dredges of gun violence not to have a word to say. You cannot have a queen like this, not only in our place, but in our space and on our team, without granting her an opportunity to say what she would like to say. And that's our beloved sister, Sabrina Fulton.
I'm not going to keep you long, but I just want to say this. It's important that we send a clear message to the White House that the work that we do is extremely important to not only our young people, but our community. And so we have to make sure that we're putting people over profit. A lot of times we cut different things, but this is not one of the areas they need to defund. This is not one of the areas they need to cut. We need this. We need this for our community. We need this like we need our heart to beat in our soul. We need this. And then I also want to say that our children matter. If you don't think that our children are important, what do you think is important? What do you see the vision for our young people? If you don't see them waking up every day and living a prosperous and productive life. So we got to get busy with what we're doing. I stand with the Circle of Brotherhood. I work with the Circle of Brotherhood. I stand with not only the Circle of Brotherhood, but my community on a national level. So we got to make sure that we bring an awareness to what's going on with all of these cuts as it pertains to gun violence as it pertains to the prevention of gun violence. That's what I want to say, the prevention of gun violence, because that's what's important. Thank you.
Y'all give our sisters some love. And so once again, peace and blessings. We want to thank all of you who found it now robbery to be here. Staff, for a minute, because I wanted to be critically clear on why we're here. Could you all turn around so they can see the back of your shirts for me, please, staff? Everybody see what that says? COB staff. Circle of Brotherhood staff. Now, only for a millisecond, I want you to imagine that we don't have Circle of Brotherhood staff. Just a millisecond. Turn back around because we ain't going nowhere. So, family, as your brother, I only know how to keep it real. That's all I know how to do. And so, I do need to let you know that I was going to say a few words today. And after I finished saying a few words, I was going up on that roof. And I'm not coming down until we raise what we need to raise. Now, we ran into some legal issues this morning, and we're not making a point to do anything legal, but I want you all to understand how serious this is to us. That your brother, right? Even though his daughter just came home from school, like just now from the airport, right?
We was going up there with
was going up on that roof and wasn't coming down until we raised what we needed to raise to keep this staff. That's how important it is to us. Now, I'll tell you what that number is, but first of all, here's why. How many of y'all remember COVID? Just for a millisecond. I don't want to give nobody no heart attack, no flashbacks. Remember COVID? How many of us lost loved ones during COVID? Can you imagine those doctors and those nurses? What were they all called? What were they all called? They were all called essential workers. Can you imagine if during the beginning, middle, or the height of the COVID pandemic that such a mandate would come down to lay off doctors and nurses during COVID? Get that image in your mind. Matter of fact, here's a clearer one. These are the doctors and nurses that work in your community every day. These are the doctors and nurses that got the prescription to do what we all know works. And so I want you to understand, and Pastor said it so well earlier, we didn't call you here today for a protest. We're not interested in having dialogue with those who are diametrically opposed to our work. If that's where they stand and that's where they sit, then that's where they'll fall. But this is an appeal. This is an appeal to those on all levels. Athletes, entertainers, people who reap rich and know they can support this movement on their own. We're looking for those who love the beautiful weather in Miami, who build multi-million-dollar homes as they should because they earned it. But what have we earned? And what do we deserve with this work? So two more things just so you know for the record. This group you see behind you right now, along with the members of the Circle of Brotherhood, have been responsible for a more than 80% reduction in homicides and violent crime in the zip codes that you're in right now. We're not here to call question to our work. We know of its value, but we're here to draw a line in the sand. And I'll say this one thing so that you all understand where we stand in terms of this being a political issue. First, I want to thank former Mayor Jimenez For those who don't know, it was Mayor Carlos Jimenez who funded our first active community grassroots program known as Employ Miami-Dade. Stopped a lot of violence, stopped a lot of murders, created a lot of love in a lot of homes. I also want to thank former Commissioner Audrey Edmondson, who gave us our first funding, not only for our Save Our Sons program, but she also was the impetus that allowed us to get our first county contract to deal with gun violence. I applaud those individuals. I also applaud all of those individuals who still actively support this work, wherever they may lie. So for us, this is not about politics, but I have to be crystal clear to you. We're not asking for recommendation letters. We're not asking for a vote of confidence on whether we're asking for checks. We're asking for payments. We're asking you to put your money where your mouth has been, lauding on this organization, but not coming through. But don't worry about it. It's no force in this. But we are going to draw a clear line in the sand. And all we're asking for, if you don't believe in this work, then leave us alone. But if you support this work, let's do what is necessary. So this staff, being under jeopardy, not knowing if they're going to get another paycheck or not, they have not wavered. And I'm asking you as a community not to waver. Now, somebody pull that number out for me real quick. One more time. Now, for the deaf person way in the back, one more time.
1,527,227.28.
Now, some of y'all said, where a strange number like that come from? When we found out, and for those who don't know, we received an email at 5:35 p.m. on Tuesday, April 22nd, terminating our contract, along with 364 other organizations across the country. So the immediate thing I did is I got on the phone and I called our CPA and I asked, are we going to be able to make payroll this week? She said, we're good this week. And so, scrambling like other organizations are being forced to do across the country, we were able to secure at least one more. You want to know why I was going up on that roof? Because they go every single day out in the hood working with our young brothers and our young sisters, transform, and they're essential workers. And what do we look like not believing in supporting our own mission? And so, I want you to imagine, because I know the staff has plans from today. I hope y'all plan on working with me just for a little bit longer while we get through this. So the second thing I asked my CPA, and I'm closing with this, and then we'll take questions. The second thing I asked was, because now I got to put on my business hat. See, the work we do is people work.
Yes, sir.
So if I can keep the people, we can keep the work. If I can keep the people, we can keep the work. But if I can't keep the people, we can't keep the work. And you seen the signs? When funding goes down for CVI and COB, homicides go up. You do your own math. So my question was, how much money down to the penny is needed for me to keep our staff for 1 year? Because I know if I can keep this team together for a year, y'all don't know what you're looking at. You're too busy watching the NBA and the NFL draft. These are all first round draft picks right here. Out of over 90 individuals that applied for their positions, these are all first round draft picks. And I'm not willing to let them go that easily. We got work to do. So when she gave me that number, I said, well, that will be our immediate and first fundraising goal. Now, somebody pull out a calculator real quick. and divide that total number by 12 and tell me what you come up with. Because I just told you all that as of after this week, y'all gonna get paid this week. No, for real, y'all clap it up. Y'all gonna get paid this week. I'm not talking about all y'all that got secure jobs where you go. I had to let them know that because I didn't know they were gonna get paid this week until yesterday. But I always let them know the real. Because guess who they are? They're the real. Right? Wait. Talk one person. What is that number monthly?
$132,460.60.
So the first of you who got that check, you can write that one. Now I don't want you all to think, but I don't have finance, I don't have money, I can't help. Cut that out. Shame on you. I just told you. Right? I was gonna be up on that roof. You understand that? You mean to tell me 1 million people can't give $1? I read in the news this past week $500,000 was spent to break a world record for baking a strawberry cake.
Come on.
Just down south, a $2 million rare bird was stolen. Just last week, some so-called human being had the audacity to call a child a nigger and then raise $600,000 to be relocated. And you don't want us to stand and support their work? So this is an appeal to the world. It's about backing this mission. So what's that total amount again? $1,598,227.23 is what we need to keep this team together. So if you know people who have something, you know, I think if I was on the roof, we probably would have got it a lot quicker. But it is what it is. Drastic measures call for drastic times. And so don't wait till murder visits your doorstep to want to get involved in this work. We thank all you organizations and all you leaders that came out on our behalf and all these young people, man. We fight for your life. So I will pause there because the press has been so patient. I know some of them got a deadline to meet. And we'll take questions, but first bring that shirt up here that's on that table, someone for me, please. Brother Jay, step on up here for me. Yeah, Brother Jay, hold this. Y'all recognize this brother Jay? Just in case you don't, you might recognize him as our justice advocate, full-time, right? But you also might recognize him as the man that was wrongfully convicted and locked up for 32 years that was just released 2-3 years ago. Look at this shirt this brother designed. It says, see the vision. That's right. No violence. No homicide. But if you see the vision, do what? Support the mission. Right? No more talk for us, family. If you got an organization, young people, you can do something too. Organize a car wash. It's better than washing blood off the sidewalks. Right? So support the mission. When COB funding goes down, homicides go up. And so support this mission. It's going to have to be a grassroots mission. Look, I'm just going to be honest. I'm expecting local government to do nothing on this issue. I love and I honor our mayor who has spoken honorably of our work. Right? But I need you to understand the Circle of Brotherhood hasn't had a differentiated contract to do violence work since we had to step into the county's one back in 2018. None of these people who you see up here right now have received any local funding, but I do have to give two great shout outs. First, we would not have been able to survive if it wasn't for an earmark grant that we received from Congresswoman Frederica Wilson. We would not have been able to survive. We would not have been able to survive if we did not receive ARPA funding based upon the request of the mayor of the city of Miami, Mayor Suarez. We applaud that. For the record, No other county funding has gone into supporting our community wellness and violence prevention program. We don't get any of those dollars. The only dollars we get that deal with county violence prevention are those that work with our group violence intervention program. And like I said, that's maintained itself since 2018. So this is not even a plea for government. And by the way, if you don't like us, we're not going to bother you, but leave us alone.
Yes.
We understand that this is a do-for-self mission. Look at these brothers and sisters ready to keep their jobs and stop violence all at the same time. So we're going to be calling on all of you all who say you love our work, and then all of you who can spare to support it. So for us, after today, it's day by day, week by week, until we reach the goal of what? $1,598,227.23. At this time, we'll take questions from the press. It's not a wedding, but speak now or forever hold your peace. Any questions from the press?
We're doing one-on-one.
Okay, they'll be doing one-on-ones. Anybody else? Going once. Going once. All right, so can I do one more thing there, family? I want to thank you for coming out today. Can we get everybody to come on up and take one group picture? All right? Right, come here, big brother. You came all the way from Palm Beach, man. Come on over here, brother. Right? Oak dealers on the road all the way from Palm Beach. All right. Come on, family. One final photograph. Where's that thermometer?
We have one more person, man, that's very important in our community. Didn't get a chance to speak. Our brother Dana Smith, man. Come on up, man. No Sleep Productions. He was responsible for that Peacemakers video. We shot at the Hunger 9. Dana, here you go, sir. How you doing? How y'all doing? God is good. All the time, God is good. The reason why y'all see me sitting down, I'm a diabetic, I have neuropathy. I can't stand up long, so don't think I'm just sitting there on the purpose or the mission that's going on. But as I was sitting there just listening, I learned a lot what I need to be saying. And I had to ask God to give me the words to say. And I understand what's really going on. It's called divide and conquer. The broke against the rich. They the ones set the laws, they the ones set the rules, they the ones take care of everything. We don't never have nothing to say because unfortunately we don't have nothing to say. If we had money, we'll have a lot to say. Money in their eyes is power. That's their most power. So they know if you come attack them one-on-one individually, you'll never win. You'll never win. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't want to say too much. Like James 1:19, be swift to hear and slow to speak. But sometimes you can't be slow to speak. And what I see right now that's going on, because I'm a little older and I understand what the practice is, this is the Black Panther movement. This happened to Black Panthers. Exactly what happened to Black Panthers. When they start making things look good, they start destroying you. And don't think it was just Black Panther. It was white Panthers too. They rallied together. Go do your history. It wasn't just black. It was white Panthers too. So go do your history and study it and understand what's going on. Power to the people.
So, thank you, No Sleep Productions. So family, as we prepare to close out, I know some of you wanted to get some statements on record and we want to get them all. When we do close out, please, that camera right there in the middle is our official camera. And this is going all over the world, whether you know it or not. So if you want to get an official statement in, make sure you see our folk, all right? So you see this thermometer here, right? Now, it was only going to go up if what? If money goes into it. Folks have already started to pour in, but we want you to now start connecting us with people we reach. All the information that you need is on that table right there. Our sister Quell's gonna come and read a poem, and as she comes to read this poem, some of you might not remember that on January 22nd, this group was treated rather rudely by the Miami-Dade County Commission, and this poem was inspired by our sister. And so after this, the next voice you will hear will be from Empress Gardner, who will be letting you know where you can get your information and where you can support this work. Y'all give to Quell, who works with our reentry team. She's the only sister on our reentry team. She needed about 5 more.
Good morning. Throughout the history of the world, ordinary people has made a great difference in making the world a better place for all. The Circle of Brotherhood is united as one, and together we stand tall. The Misfits, we are one of many kind. Putting out fires, stopping gun violence, standing strong on the front line. Intervening in the courts so our children don't get a lot of time. Transforming the minds and changing their lives one at a time. Boots on the ground, keeping down the crime. An organization whose evidence is evident a blind man can see. The work speaks for itself. What more do you need? Just as many are impacted, there will be many more infected without our presence. We honor our director, Brother Lau Muhammad, for his bravery, diligence, consistency to stand and fight for what is right. He serves well and lead the same. Unwavering, not moved, you remain. With qualities unmatched, yet they won't see. You train and teach the people to be the best they can be. We are they are us. To the people, to the community, I stand today saying, see the vision, save the mission.
All right, so come on up, Empress. I know there was some other folk that wanted to say something. She's going to give you the information you need to be spreading around about how people can support this work.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to remind the community in visioning a time where there was no fear, envisioning a time where we grounded ourselves in God's promise, and remembering the time where we were not welcome and we welcomed our own. If Overtown and Brownsville alone, just the black population alone, over 16,000 individuals, just donated $25. That would get us to $400,000. So going back to the profound message of not entertaining fear and coming together as one, there's much more than we can do together than divided. So during this season, do not entertain any fear, because that is not getting you anywhere. And remember the promise that God has given to you. So if it is on your spirit to donate, you can go to our GoFundMe page, which is located on our website, the Circle of Brotherhood Miami.org. Or if you are here in person and you would like to come here to our campus, you can go ahead and scan any of the QR codes that are located around the campus. We are located at 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, Miami, Florida, 33142. And, or if you would like to make a larger donation, anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 to $300,000 or to $1 million, you can simply email me at egardner, that is EGARDNER at cobmiami.org. And just understand that the people that you currently see here, we have helped tens of thousands of individuals. We have saved lives. We have communicated with the police officers. We have trained police officers. We have helped children. We have even paid students to learn about the innovations that have been going on in this new society. Over 2 weeks ago, the administration and its members have pledged over hundreds of billions of dollars in jobs to this innovative path that we're going towards. Yet, hundreds and billions of jobs have been lost at the same time. So, again, remember, if you want to go farther and faster, we have to go together. And never allow your fears to overcome your faith. Thank you.
So once again, you see the QR code. It's in front of the podium. The QR code, Big Rube, put your hand up, Big Rube. See the QR code on Big Rube's shirt? You can also go right by there and scan Big Rube and give to the Circle of Brotherhood. Brother Jay, you want to say anything about these shirts that they're available? Also, everybody, give yourselves a round of applause, man, for coming out here today. Ooh, that's kind of weak. That's look, we done made it to the end of this thing. This is a call to action. We will be going live. We want to encourage everybody to stay on the Circle of Brotherhood page. Our Circle of Brotherhood will continue to go live. You can go out there and talk to the world through our Circle of Brotherhood link. We want to thank all of our partners, all of, especially the Center of Life Academy. Thank you so much. We got our treasurer, Brother Chris Sweeting, who's the administrator there. Thank you to all our young people for coming out at this time. Brotherhood! 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 Who do we serve? Who do we serve? One brother! One brother! Where the circle be at? Where the circle be at? Clap it up if you're still here! Yeah! We want to continue to thank the media. We thank Brother Rodney Baltimore. We thank Brother Rodney Baltimore, Hot 105. We want to thank